Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. It's My Life, Just Listen is a campaign launched here at Hawaii News Now to support healthy relationships within our community.
That's right. So today we're discussing how physical activity helps teens find balance and reduce stress. So we're welcoming Kingsley Ah You, Dean of Student Wellbeing from Athletics at Kamehameha Schools. Welcome, Kingsley. How are you?
Mahalo. What a blessing to be here. I appreciate your folks' show.
Now, I wanted to ask you to, your title is not maybe super common at a lot of athletic educational institutions. So tell us about what you do.
Well, at Kamehameha Schools, we want to have a holistic approach. So we know nationally with Simone Biles and other professional athletes as well as college, mental health is a big issue. So we're grateful that our Po'okula, Taryn Chan, has provided an opportunity for athletics to have a dean of well-being, and then we work closely with our school deans and the counselors, providing that holistic approach to supporting our Haumana Kamehameha Kapālama.
All right. Well, now speaking of the Haumana,
yes.
You're talking about these kids that are going through a very crucial time in their life. There's a lot going on.
Yes.
How do they balance? Like, what is the tips for balancing the work? I mean, that schoolwork, and then of course athletics.
Right, that's the million-dollar question, right? But definitely in Hawaii, we have the value of lokahi, balance and harmony. Not only our mental and physical and our spiritual well-being is so very important. However, I have a little counterintuitive advice. Elder Bednar mentioned that we can't balance everything at one time. So that if we focus on our priorities and live in that moment. So when you're at school, focus in school. When you're in extracurricular activities, focus on those extracurricular activities. When you're at home, listen to your parents, do your chores, and live in that moment and be home and be present.
And how big of an impact do you think athletics is, and this idea of physical movement really helping to reduce stress in adolescents, teens, even at the high school level?
You know, it's a key. It's recommended that our teenagers, that they 60 minutes a day, that they have vigorous or moderate exercise. And we're blessed to live in Hawaii. We have the plethora of things that they can do. Find a passion, try something new, and just get out, and get active.
Yeah. And what are some of the ways that you suggest kids to get active? Or maybe breathe through some things, maybe it's about sitting down and just, sitting in your thoughts, taking deep breaths.
Well, that's definitely important, but as a youth, you want to be with your friends. So find a friend group that you're interested, that you have same interests, and do that. Whether it be hiking, I'm loving pickleball right now. It's a big craze.
It's very popular.
Yes,
so
it is.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, just get out, get up, and get active.
And how has it been for you in this position, in this specific role, and are you able to really see that type of impact that the role and this object from Kamehameha, is it really kokoing in the way that you know?
It really has. We know that our coaches have such an influential on our student athletes. They're the most influential, I would say, as an adult. And in actuality, our parents tell our coaches a lot more than they would anyone else, just because of that connection that you have. So we're able to holistically help them. The information that I receive, I'm able to share that with our kumu and with our teachers, and vice versa. If they're having difficulties in school, not going to study hall or behavioral-wise, I inform the coaches, and they have a great influence, so they'll help to correct that behavior, and more importantly, support them and love them, right? Our precious commodity, our haumana are so precious to us.
Wow, I love that, because even though you're kind of speaking to your students and the youth, listening to you is making me kind of think internally, like, man, I could benefit from some of that, exercising more for sure, but also sitting with my friends, or getting inside my head, taking deep breaths, and just kind of living in the moment.
Yeah. It's really personal, right? I mean, every person is different, so finding what will help you, and that's the key.
And then how big do you think it is that this is offered from Kamehameha Schools? I mean, myself as a former athlete, Rachel played too. I think back to just like 10, 15 years ago, a program like this, an opportunity like this wasn't something you saw at a lot of schools.
It really is a blessing at Kamehameha for us to have this opportunity to help all of our students, right? And more importantly, work unitedly together to support them and help them in their lives.
Awesome. Well, we'd love to see more of that at other schools as well, because, we were talking about how the keiki, they're our future, so making sure that they're on the right path, their mental health is in check, and of course, staying active, always big and high up on that list. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Appreciate it. And Imua, we have a warrior right here in the house.
Mahalo for coming on the show, and it is such important work you and all the coaches are doing up there.
Mahalo.
You're watching Hi Now Daily Live. We'll be right back after the break.